Hey guys, I'm Jeff the Homestead Dad, and today I'm going to try to give you another way to beat the boredom while you're at home. This will probably work a little bit better if you have a little bit of space in your yard, but if you're smart about it, you could use it anywhere. So I bought one of these on Amazon, and this is a, a sling, like an old-fashioned sling, like King David used in the Bible. And what you do is you put this ring, the loop around your finger here. You put the stone in your pocket here. You pinch this. You swing it around your head. And then you let go of this string and the rock goes flying where you let go. Now, the piece of leather is about 3 inches wide by 3.5 inches long. I bought some scraps of leather. Let me show you guys. I bought some scraps of leather. This came in a big package. I was hoping the scraps would be a little bit bigger. They're not. So I actually ordered some more. But that being said, I have made one other one. And I just made it out of a smaller piece, so I use it with smaller rocks. It's probably a little bit longer. You almost want it, like, 3 by 3.5 or 4 is getting pretty close to round. This is a little bit more rectangular. But what I've done is I cut a piece that's about 1.75 inches by about 3 inches. And I'm going to make this piece with a couple pieces of paracord into a sling. And I'm gonna try to do it in one take to show you guys how easy this is. So if you have a piece of leather, a piece of heavy canvas, something that can hold a rock, a stone, a marble, a marshmallow, whatever it is that you want to throw, this will work. And then what you want to do is you want to cut into this a little bit like that. Might need to go a little bit farther, but we're going to start there because I don't want to go too far. And same thing on the other side, so that you can kind of fold them over. See, it's not folding over enough, so I'm going to cut it a little bit further, because you fold it over and that kind of makes your pocket. When it folds over, it kind of makes it into a cone. So if you fold it over like this and like this, you can see you kind of have a pocket here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I may cut this just a smidge further on both sides so they don't have that little whoops in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put a little hole in each of these flaps so that it holds this closed like that. Now, I have a leather punch tool that I got for really cheap at, I don't know, either Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply or something. So you can use this, or you can use a knife and poke a little hole in it. Like I said, this is cheap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little hole. You just punch it like that. Punch it down like that. I turn it a little bit so it comes off, and you get a nice little hole like that. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put a little hole. Thanks, bud. Put a little hole right there. Turn it. And then when I put this together, it's going to hold that like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side. Now, I did it like this the other day and did 2 layers. But the second hole, it didn't make quite as big. Now that time it looked like it did. So that might be an easier way to make sure you've got it where you want it. So after you've done that, you grab one of your pieces of paracord. You put it through one side like that. You put it through the other side like that. You're gonna have to hold on, bud. I'm trying to do a video, okay? You put it through the other side like that. And then I'm just tying a simple overhand knot. Makes it big enough so that it doesn't pull back through. And I don't make it so tight that I can't possibly ever get it out, but it's tight enough that it's not going to come out. So there's one side. And then, yeah, you can go ahead and shoot that one, buddy. And then I'll take the other string or the other paracord like this and do the same thing to this other side. So I put it through one, put it through the other, and then we'll go outside, we'll tie a loop, we'll get them to the same length, and we will we'll throw this thing, not shoot it, but we'll use the sling. The cool thing about this is, like I said, you can build them for really inexpensive. If you've got some leather around, if you've got an old, I don't know, leather bag that you're not using anymore and you can cut some pieces off of. So there's our cup like that, right? So now what I'm going to do is take this outside. Actually, so you want the strings about arm's length. So I'm going to go ahead, let's see, if I go ahead, bring you guys up here a little bit. And if I bring this to arm's length here, I should be able to tie. What I've done before is I put a simple sliding knot on this so that I could adjust it when I needed to. Oops, where did I go here? Like that. Just a simple overhand sliding knot, so I can say, okay, it's about arm's length. I can leave it there, and then I will cut the tag end off later. But in the meantime, what I want to do is I want to match up this and put my overhand knot here for holding on to. And see, it got it a little bit long, so I need to move it down the rope a little bit, and that's pretty darn close right there, like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, tighten that up slightly, and we can go out and try to shoot this thing. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's pretty darn simple. So yeah, that's pretty good. When I hold this here and I hold this here, it's kind of in there. So what I'll do is I'll grab a rock, I'll pinch it in here, I'll throw it around like this, and then you let go of the string in my hand. Now the problem is it's really long, so it might get in the way. So what I think I'm probably going to do is I'll go ahead and just cut this off shorter. So all I do is I'll leave myself just a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to flame this so that it doesn't fray. In case I need to lengthen it, I've got all that length and I don't have any fraying. Wet your fingers a little bit. Should hold it. Do the same thing with the knot side here. Any type of flame will work. You can actually also cut it with a hot knife and it'll pretty much seal it while you cut it, but this is the easiest, most inexpensive way to do it. There you go. Okay, so I've got the ends cut off. Okay, in an effort to do this in one take, let's go out and see if we can shoot this thing. We'll just go grab a rock from the yard and we'll try to shoot it. So, here we go. Out in the yard. Let's just grab a rock. What, buddy? Cool, dude. Okay, so I'm going to hand the camera to Josh. We will... Okay, hold this, bud. Okay. I'm just going to find a nice... What did it say in the Bible? It said King David found a nice smooth rock.
How do you switch the camera?
Just leave it. Okay, put it right here like this. And I'm going to pinch it before I start turning it around. Okay, just make sure I've got this how I need to. Okay, I'm going to you stay there.
It fell out.
Oh, it fell out. So I might need to find a smaller rock.
I found a big one.
Find a smaller rock. Watch out, buddy. Back up. You went in the basic general direction I threw it. So it works. Obviously, hold on, buddy. So like I said, it's going to take smaller rocks in here because it's a smaller thing. But, oh, it came out again. So I might actually try to make this a little bit rounder, but it'll work. That's fine. Just a second, buddy. I'm trying to do a video, sweetheart. So if you pinch it in here, pinch this.
It flew out. Yeah, it's over there.
It works, trust me. So I'm gonna try one more time. Sure, buddy. Okay. Nice small pebble.
He wants to show the camera.
Here. Okay, go ahead. So I'll stand back. Oh, and it flew back behind it. Okay.
Oh.
So here we go. Last shot. Watch out, bud.
I threw to the right towards the trees.
So it works. If you have a little bit bigger piece of leather, it'll be a lot easier. You can shoot a bigger rock. It's a lot of fun. But for just a couple dollars, or if you have the stuff at home, it costs you nothing. to make something. You can go play around, walk through your property. We're going to be playing with these a lot, I think. But if you have any questions, leave them in the description below, or the comments below. I will put a link in the description if you want to buy one from Amazon. I'll put a link to that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. God bless your family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's the one I bought because it has the bigger cup, and I wanted to show you. So I'm going to walk over here. Straight where I threw it. So if you have, and I think the paracord that I have is a little bit stiffer than this. This is smaller grade paracord. You don't need anything tight, and the leather is a little bit more thin. It cups around it a little bit better. So you don't need thick paracord. You don't need thick leather to make something like this, and there's a ton of fun. Then you just go grab anything you want. I don't know if you can shoot like marshmallows, but you could shoot something fun like this. So have fun. Put together 2 of them for these guys quick. I wanted to show them off, see if they work. Let's go out in the yard more and not throw it towards somebody's house. I didn't see where it went. Okay. You gotta let go earlier. See if you can throw it. Yeah. Just watch out, Joe. Back up. Don't throw it hard. You gotta kind of turn it while you start. Nope. Okay, buddy. Nice try.
Where'd they go?
Behind you.
What?
Went to way to the left, right? Yeah, way to the left. And you're supposed to just keep it above your head. But we made them quick. Now they got some that are sized for them.